I guess.
Look at the size of the bolt that's through there. That is massive.
With your hands moving up the rungs as the top of the ladder comes towards you.
Whoa. Here's the mother. John's just put the 2 new management tags in the calf. We've got to put a tag in her as well, which is going to be interesting. Good morning, welcome back. We're just tagging up the calves here that have been born the last couple of days. There's 4 in this pen now. The size of them is tiny. And what we're going to do is, a lot of our younger cows, which these 3s are, have got EID tags in them, which are electronic tags. Where are you going, Buster? Hello. But this older cow here hasn't, so we've got some blank ones. We want to put one in her. The older cows that calve now, I want to put a blank tag in them and assign them an EID so that when we do any medicinal work or treatments, vaccines, anything like that, or whenever they come through a crush and anything needs to be done to them, we can blip the tag like this and save everything to AgriWeb. Right, so cow's in the crush. Calf's come over here, which is why she's getting a bit upset, but right, so that's worked well. I actually had to do it a different way than what I thought. We had to go onto a live session on AgriWeb, and you can do what's called a tagging session, and then you just scan the tag and it gives you the option to assign it to an animal. So that is what we did with her. John will now disassemble his... Oh dear. Not ideal. No. Right, so that is all those calves tags. Obviously they get EID tags now. And we put one in the older cow over there. A lot of the younger cows have got EIDs anyway. Just makes it easier from a management point of view, them all having electronic tags for when we do medicinal work or whatever. So I'm just down in the machinery yard. We've got our shear grab here, our Albert shear grab. And you can see, I hope you can see if the camera picks it up, but how wet that ram and that ram are. That one's been resealed. But yeah, this is our Albert shear grab, and I've been saying now for a little while that we've got some machinery turning up. And this is actually an implement that we've decided to replace. The seals and the rams have been given a little bit of trouble. Not massive, we had to replace one, which was not very cheap to do. And the other 2 are giving notice. And the shear grab gets used an awful lot every morning on the farm. And if that one decides to give up for whatever reason in the morning, we're a bit screwed. So what we've decided to do is go and buy ourselves a new shear grab. So this is our new Strymec, so it's a different brand. We love the Albert, and we would have had another Albert one, but this is what we could get hold of. So this is a Strymec. It is very slightly wider than our Albert grab. It's slightly different because it's 2 twin ram instead of 3 rams. But yeah, it's ever so slightly wider, but it isn't so deep. The thinking behind that is we'll go across the face of the clamp quicker. That way it gives less time for the clamp to go off. Not that it ever does, because we're using it so fast anyway, but if you weren't going across your clamp so quick, the grass has got a chance to heat up before you get back to take another cut in the same place. It's very yellow. You can't really miss it. It got delivered direct from Strymec, but we bought it through Southwest Handling, who are our local Merlot dealer, but they deal with Strymec stuff as well. Let's see if we can get you some stats on this thing. Look at the size of the bolt that's through there. That is massive. Yeah, it weighs about 800 kilos itself, so it's a fairly thing. 2 meters wide, there we are, and 2 ram Hardox shear grabs. That's the Hardox tines. They're the big boys, so they're welded in. So if you break a tine, something bad's happened there. But yeah, there it is. It's big and it's yellow. Craig's put the sleeves on the pipes so they don't get damaged, and hopefully it'll go really well for us.
Step back slowly with your hands moving up the rungs as the top of the ladder comes towards you.
Right, you now join me with a beanie on my head because my head's cold. I had a pretty severe haircut yesterday. Decided this afternoon I'm going to get the front mower out and replace the oil in it, because after speaking to Vincent, who we got the mowers from demo day last year, they said you're supposed to drop the oil out of them once a season, regardless on how much you use them. So in here I have the book for the front mower. I don't know why it lives in this cubby hole, but that's where it lives. So I'm just going to read up on how to do it, make sure we've definitely got the right oil, which I think we have. Gives the tractor a bit of a chance to warm up as well, and then we'll hook the mower on, we'll take it somewhere safe, and we'll run the mower up for a while to get all the oil warm and thin before we drop it out. I'll just have a look in the old book how to do it before we start. I've hooked on to the front mower. No one's seen it before. It's a 332 Vicon straight mower, so no conditioner on it. Now before I run the bed up, I thought I would check the gear oil in here. So I've undone this. You've got to use a spanner. I think it's about a 19mm. But I pulled this up. There's a minimum and maximum marker on there, and it is right on the top of the max, and the oil that is in there is like golden, like honey, so that is absolutely beautiful. I won't bother draining that and putting anything else in there. You see the blades, that one's had a rough life. That's hit something fairly hard. I don't know what the rest of them are like, to be honest. I can't quite remember when they were last changed. They feel blooming blunt, so perhaps we'll change the blades. I won't have time to do all that this afternoon, but if I do the oil today, I can do the blades tomorrow. We've got the matching rear mower for this one as well, but that one had a bit of a breakdown the last time it was used at the end of last summer, and had to go back to Vincent's to have some work done on the bed. One of the discs has come off, sheared a bit of a shaft, and so they did all the servicing to it whilst it was in there, so that one doesn't need to be done by me at the moment. We run these in 1,000 speed because the front shaft has only got 1,000 speed on it. I'm not running it absolutely flat out at the minute. Just want to get the oil warm. See, the tractor's up to temperature. One thing I might do as well today is change this screen. When I'm sat here, I don't know if the camera shows it very well. Part of this screen is sort of behind this one. I might take the bracket off that's on this one and put it there, and swap the water carrier or the cup holder down there. So I have one here and one there. I think that might be more beneficial. Right, the tractor is now up on a block, as you can see, which hopefully the camera will show you, that puts the angle of the mower looking down to that left hand side. Is that where the oil comes out? There is Gus. Hey Gus. Looks sad in his cage, doesn't he? Right, we'll pull that one up. Need to get a stand put underneath so it doesn't fall on me, and then I'm hoping in between the two discs on the underside, in under there somewhere, is an oil plug. So we better find that. Right, I've cleaned out under there. I think you take the oil out this end, put it in that end. But obviously it needs to be level for putting it in. I think the book said it takes about 7 litres, so I don't think we'll get 7 litres out, because I can remember last time we didn't. So I'll go and get an oil tray. I'll locate the plug before I do anything else. Get an oil tray. I got an axle stand under one end, but we won't be able to fit under this end, so put that log under there. That'll stop it falling on me if it worst comes to worst, but should be absolutely fine. Right, we have located the oil plug. So the light is shining directly up at it here. I'm going to go get an oil pan now, and then in that box over there, there's a load of like hexagonal keys, one of which will fit that. Then we'll undo it and try and get it out. But it's very corroded, so it might take a bit of doing. This is about the only thing 23mm spanner is good for. There's some pressure on there, crumbs. Oh, did that go or did that bend the thing? At this point the oil's probably gone cold. It's tray in position. God, whose idea was this to put the oil plug in? I want a word with Mr. Vicon. Goodness me. Oh. Hey! Oil! Oh, we did it, sports fans. Got the Ollie Blogs hat dirty. But there is oil going into the pan. Now apparently there's 7 litres. I'll be amazed if we get 7 litres out of that. But we'll let it drain for a while. There is the plug. I was a bit worried we were just spinning inside it, but perhaps I ought to make a note of what size that is. 16, 5/16. Just made a note in my book here that it's a 5/16 Allen key. And I know for next time which one to get. Hopefully this is the right thing to be doing. Ouch, that was my elbow. Just drilling holes and stuff.
How about if I hold on the side like a gangster?
On the side, boys. I was hoping there's another hole up here, which I think there is.
Threaded hole?
Yeah. And then, but that's not...
Nothing there?
Yeah, there is one up there. I need to clean this hole out a bit. But I pulled it off now and it doesn't want to go back on. But I'm going to put this up there so that you've got one on top of the other nearly.
Alright.
I was just doing something whilst I was waiting for the oil to drain. Oh, there's just stuff everywhere. How have I thought about this? Nice and tight. I keep putting my spanner down somewhere. Now what have I done with it? Right, I cannot explain to you how much of a ball ache getting that bracket on there was. But we're there. I need some adjustment in a minute, but what I need to do now is put that little bolt down through there. That one down through there. Oh, there's just no room to do anything. Right guys, welcome back to day 2 at this project. I've put the bung back in the bottom of the mower. I got sidetracked with that screen last night, it took me a lot longer than it should have. Left the mower to drain overnight. I put the bung back in the bottom, I can still see oil in the bed. So what I'm going to do, rightly or wrongly, I've got a load of diesel in here, fill the bed up with diesel and run it, try to get everything mixed up and then drain it again. One thing I don't really like about this mower is the bung to take everything out, which the drain is on the bottom of that hat there. And the filler cap is there. Why would the filler cap not be down that end, so that when you have it tilted up on an angle you can have it draining and a bit like you can have the ability to flush stuff through from one into the other. Because that's what I want to do. I want to put the diesel in, mix it all up so it flushes it right out. You'd have thought that the filler cap would be down there, but anyway, that's where it is. Right, I'm going to go run this up. You guys stay there. Hopefully nothing will squirt out anywhere, and yeah. Oh, draining nicely. Right, I'm going to pull forward onto my block again so the mower tilts. Lovely stuff. Doesn't look too bad actually, what's coming out. Needs a bit of a spin. Probably let that drain over lunchtime now, and put the oil back in once that's completely empty. So this is the finished result of yesterday's mucking around with the screen. If I put my chair in the middle, which is here, I've now got the 2 screens sort of one beside the other. I'm quite happy with that. This will be the driver's view. So you've got one screen down there that will have your tractor run pages on, and then just your guidance up there. So it's just a quick glance rather than looking down towards where that cup holder now is. Rightio, that is the diesel that came out. It's looking pretty gnarly. So we're at the point now where we're going to put the plugs back in. We'll clean them off a minute, put them back in, and put some oil in. I reread the manual because turns out I misread it. I thought there was 7 litres in each, or 7 litres of oil in the bed. It's actually 7 pints. So we'll get 4 litres of gear oil and put it in, and that'll be this done then for the time being. I will change the blades another day because that is actually a day's work in this by the time you unbolt everyone. We haven't got quick release blades. So yeah, get some oil. Yeah, that's tight. This is the oil we're using. It is 80-90 gear oil. This is what the book recommends. We need 4 litres of it. 1, 2, 3. Now about the painstakingly slow job of putting that very thick oil in that very small hole. Oh no. Right, about 20 minutes later, and a fair few spillages, finally got all 4 litres in there. It's so thick, you have to sort of like manoeuvre the bed a bit to get it to work its way down. But it's now got the right amount of oil in, so there's only one more thing to do. Take the filler cap. Oh, this is a magnetic one. I've got some oil on here I need to clean off. Just got that there in square. You really should be wearing gloves doing this as well. Don't be like me. Right, job's a good one. Right, I'm gonna get rid of my oil and diesel in the bottom there, have a bit of a clean up. We'll go and put the mower back in the shed. That's the next thing to do. Mower now unhooked in the shed. Stay there until we go mowing now in the spring, summer. One thing I will do before go mowing is just change the blades because they've been swapped once already, and give it one good grease up before we start. But thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember, comment anything you want down below and I'll try my best to get back to you. Loads of links down in the description for other forms of social media, for merch, camera gear, everything is down there. And yeah, I'll see you guys on another video very soon. Cheerio.